Alright everybody, we are back in the bakery. Gonna get you all muffed up again with another YouTube video. In today's video, spring has sprung here in the bakery. We've shed our winter fur here, and barbecue season is right around the corner. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to build a rocket stove. For those of you that aren't familiar, this is supposedly one of the most efficient ways to cook on a single burner platform. Good for camping and just really isolating heat to cook things fast. And I've always wanted to build one, so I thought I'd take you through the motions of how I'm going to make it. I got a design sketched up, so let's have a look. Okay, so just a quick sketch of what we're looking at here. For the most part, these are built in like this T-shaped design. Sometimes they're built in like an L shape instead, but it's all just the same general purpose here. We got a feeder tube here with an intake and ash cleanouts on either one or both sides, and then we have an exhaust up to a cooktop here. This is going to be made out of some larger square tube. I got some end cuts of some nice square tube that's going to be perfect for this. And for the legs, I'm probably going to use just some, I don't know, just like some 1-inch square tube, some small stuff. And I think I'm going to weld some nuts on the end with some bolts for legs. So this way here, the stove's got adjustable feet. And the cooktop up here, I'm just going to go ahead and make from scratch because I got a bunch of solid round stock in a bunch of different sizes. So I'll show you how I do that. And then the gussets here at the top, those two pieces on the left and right, I'm probably just going to use some thick flat steel for. And this cooktop is going to be removable. So this is the general idea. Let's gather up the materials and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so I've gone ahead and gathered up the materials we're going to need for our rocket stove build. I know it just looks like a pile of junk right now, but it all serves a purpose. So our stove body is going to be these end cuts of 4-inch by 3-inch square tube. Those are 1/8 inch thick. And then our stove legs are going to be this 1-inch by 1-inch square tube. Those are 1/16 of an inch thick. I have this random piece of sheet here, also 1/16 of an inch. That's going to serve as our access doors for the exhaust and the wood feeder. And I got a bunch of miscellaneous real long bolts here of different sizes. That's going to end up being our cooktop. I'm going to walk you through step by step how I'm going to make that from scratch. And then I got a Home Depot special there, a couple door hinges. That's going to be part of these access flaps here for the doors. So we are going to measure all these pieces up and cut them to size. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff cleaned up. Gave you guys a little mock fit up to see what we're starting to look at here. Got our legs set up. Our ash clean out and intake tube is looking real nice at the base. Got our wood feeder. That's how it's going to look. And we got our straight tube coming up to our what's going to be our cooktop. I just got to cut holes in these tubes and start to tack up these pieces. And we're going to start fabbing this baby up. Okay, so just a little bit of a checkup on where we are in this build here. A lot of prefab work and weld-up work went into this so far, but we're looking really good. I got all the doors and hinges welded on. The stove body is completely welded up. I went ahead and put in the gussets up at the cooktop here. I bumped them up about a ½ inch above flush on the cooktop there. It's just gonna, I think that's gonna disperse heat a bit better as we cook. Really the only thing I'm gonna do on the body of it is the legs. I'm just gonna plug up those 1-inch square tubes. It's just gonna look more professional. And what kind of master baker would I be if I wasn't professional, you know? So we are gonna plug those up and I'm gonna start fabbing up the cooktop from scratch. Okay, so we are ready to build our cooktop from scratch now. If you remember from earlier, I have some number 10 size bolts that I've cut all the threads and the heads off of. And I have a 3/8 one that I've done the same with. What I also have here is just a piece of scrap tube. It's 8 inches in diameter, which is going to give us an 8-inch cooktop. This is going to be our stencil slash jig. I'm actually able to lock it into my welding table here with these hold downs. And basically what we're going to do is I'm going to clamp this down and I'm going to run the torch over it and just shape it to this nice 8-inch circle that we want. And then I'm going to take these, cut them to length, and we're gonna space them out evenly and inlay them across the top of our cooktop here, and that's gonna give us our cooktop surface. So now we're gonna get things heating up. Alright, we are almost there. All cleaned up, muffed up. Everything is all welded up. Cooktop came out really nice. Little 8-inch cooktop there. Legs are all plugged up, looking real professional. This baby's ready for paint. So I got some high heat paint here. We're gonna get this baby dialed up. Alright everybody, that is going to wrap up this month's YouTube video. Thank you all once again for coming back to the bakery and hanging out with me. Be sure to like this video and let me know in the comments how I'm doing. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm committed to new content every month. So, we will see you next time.